Welcome, my Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your What Do I Need read for this new moon in Virgo, our new moon sign to the full moon, the blood moon, October 1st in Aries. Great fun. Love that scheduling. Yeah, let's kick off the month of October with the blood moon. Oh, good God. Let's do this. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mel for short. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of DrawingTheCircle Productions. If I haven't mentioned Virgo Sun sign, the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mel. Yeah, these readings have been interesting. They have been so far. The sixth one about to happen, because I always do them in order, Virgo, that I am. A combination not just of divination, but spiritual teaching and spiritual counseling. The guides have really been passing around my crown chakra like it's open mic night, and I've been having a field day. So let's see what I can get for you here. First of all, though, let me just say, my subscribers, thank you so much. I just found out that when you get to 30 subscribers, you can do extended reads as part of the membership thing. Help me get there, right? Tell your friends, and if you're new, consider it, because I am doing extended reads, but you have to jump over to Vimeo for that, and I would love to be able to do it all in one place, but we'll take it as it goes. So thank you for your likes, subscribes, your comments. I read every comment, and you know that I've seen it because I hit the thumbs up and the star, and the star, little heart thing to let you know that that's me. Though I don't reply to all of them, I do read them all. Cool. If you're new, let's get up in this. If you're not, you know how this rolls. Focus on your breath. It's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We're looking at 18 cards, 4 of which are oracle cards, 1 card from 4 different oracle decks, 6 tarot, 3 from 2 different decks of tarot, giving you a past, present, future timeline clarified, and a healing mantra deck card, which is not really divination, it's a healing tool, and I love it, and I think it's really, really helpful. So I might be in this one. I was not in the Leo rising that I am, so let's see if I'm in this one. It's nice to have a break from that one. Nice deep breath, although you never know, right? You look back a week later and go, oh. I guess that's about it. Focus on your breath. All the decks that I read are in the description box at the bottom. And let me get you the clearest guidance and grace that I can for this new moon in Virgo to full moon next September into October 2020. And by the way, my birthday was on Sunday, September 6th. I'm 52 years old. I've been reading tarot since I'm 12, so thank you so much for helping me in this odd and incredibly creative and fun career turn on YouTube. Let's serve. My collective pantheons of angels, gods, and goddesses, please, with the angels, gods, and goddesses oracle, please, 1 card in clarity, really sort of our defining energy to kick this reading off with. What do they need? What do they need to know about, right? What is a what do I need read if not asking the divine, hey, I think I know what I need and want, but what do you say I need and want for this new moon in Virgo, our new moon to the full moon in Aries, the blood moon of October 1st, right? Because we're looking at the new moon in Virgo, the September 17th, 7 a.m. to 7:42. 7:42 it goes void, of course. Get your magic in if you can. If not, just wait until 2:56 p.m. when it will go into Libra, just for the magical side of that. But the full blood moon, Thursday, October 1st, 5:05 p.m. But we also have a blue full moon on Halloween. Is that necessary? 2020, so please, angels, gods, goddesses, give us a piece, a clue, a tip, a hint here for the Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, this new moon to full moon next, September 2020. God of the underworld. Now, I love Hades. Him and I are really close. He appears to me like Michael Stipe from In Excess with pin straight black hair. He's gorgeous. He's the wealthiest of all of them. Something which no longer serves you is about to end. FML. Right, or if you like, FML. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And that's why I am very careful about when I use this particular deck. The Gods and Goddesses, Angels, Gods and Goddesses Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno, Blue Angel Publishing. It's no joke. the god of the underworld. I named my house Elysia after the Elysian fields of the underworld. I'm there so often. I have the River Styx speed pass, but you know, shadow work being what it is, it's alchemy at the end of the day. What's the point of being a light worker if you can't handle shadow work? Very, very, very powerful energy to kick this off with, and I would say something that we need to be aware of, right? Something which no longer serves you is about to end, and that's a good thing. But how good are Virgos at letting go? Well, sifting and sorting, right? If we really feel like like we filter things out, we're ruled by the intestines, right? What do the intestines do? Pick out what needs to go and poo-poos out which does not, which no longer serves, right? So let's get some clarifiers on that, and that's why I'm really glad we're following this up with two different oracles. We're using the Kuan Yin oracle to represent the divine feminine part of us, and the Blue Angel oracle dedicated to the, really it's about Archangel Michael, the Blue Angel, which you can certainly say is part of the divine masculine in us. Now this is also Tony Carmine Salerno, and what's interesting, Alana Fairchild, who does this, also is the author of the Whispers of Love Oracle. So we really have an interesting divine masculine, divine feminine crossover here. Didn't realize that until now, but here we go. Let's ask Kuan Yin what it is that we need. Breathe. Thank you, Kuan Yin. Yeah, how could we not be concerned? How could we not feel that little twist in the solar plexus with the god of the underworld? Now, like I said, I'm happy with Hades. He's happy with me. We love each other very much. He knows everybody. He knows everybody. And he's not a god of murder. He's the ender of pain in this physical world. The welcomer into the underworld, really, with his wife Persephone, who I'm also very close with. So please, Kuan Yin, what is your piece of guidance and grace, right? Where something which no longer serves us is about to end, and for that to be negotiated with the god of the underworld, please, a piece of your guidance and grace for this new moon in Virgo, our new moon sign, to full moon in Aries, please. What is your card of guidance and grace? Enter the Jade Temple. Now, I will tell you, something which no longer serves is different than losing someone that you love. So I just heard that loud and clear. So this isn't necessarily about the literal physical death, because we all have people who might be at health risks right now on planet Earth, right? So I wanted to clarify that. Like, that was the punch in my gut, because there's someone I love very, very dearly who's waiting for test results. They already have other issues in play, that's all I'm going to say. And I've been crying my eyes out, even my birthday. Like, they don't want to know that, but like that. So I feel that, like, I really right now could allow that emotion to come up. It's personal, not professional. So Enter the Jade Temple should be very, very interesting, because I've had this one before, and it's right after the Empress of the Pearl, which is such a card of right, the prayer to the Empress Pearl, which, by the way, was just in the Leo reading. So we went from 10 to 11 here about the transformation of our pain and suffering into the beautiful jewel of the pearl. Here we have entered the Jade Temple. Breathe. Kuan Yin, in her temple of peaceful jade, causes all conflict to elevate to higher peaceful resolution. Something about resolution. A resolution and healing of any situation that is concerning you is already underway. In fact, you are being asked to begin to feel the relief of that resolution now, so you can more readily receive the divine solution and blessing of peace from the beloved Kuan Yin when it arrives. So, okay, that definitely does soften this, that the relief is already in play, that the gods are already on this, the divine feminine Kuan Yin's already on the case on this one, so to speak. And that a resolution and healing is already underway of whatever it is, and maybe this, something which no longer serves is coming to an end, is part of that resolution. I mean, resolution really does mean the end of something. right? As much as, yes, there could be a come around, a second time around and all that stuff. This feels like a real peace coming in. I'm going to read the first paragraph. I usually don't. There are moments on the path where conflict arises and struggles emerge. These conflicts may be within us or appear to be an external relationship or situation. This can be part of the experience of life on the physical plane that actually helps us raise our vibration to find unity and yet still honor our individuality. There is a spiritual light within, a light of peace that can be brought to bear on any situation or struggle, an energy of peace that can transform even the deepest conflict through blessings of the divine goddess, priestess of the Jade Temple, Kuan Yin. Oh, and it's a long prayer. Oh, no, it's not. That's, sorry. See, there's healing things here. There's like rituals that you could do. It's a lovely oracle. The prayer of the Jade Temple. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. May all beings know deep peace and blessings of beloved priestess of peace, Kuan Yin. May the heart of all conflict be resolved in the Jade Temple. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om, you pretty much know, right? The universal sound also can mean I am, peace, Shanti, peace. Om Mani Padme Hum is blessings on the light, the blessings on the jewel in the center of the lotus. So there is an internal thing already underway here. Now that's the end. This might be something that you've already sort of been dealing with, healing with already, knew about. All right, so if the resolution is really the end of something, this could be the culmination of that, with that card of the Jade Temple saying that this process has been ongoing, is already underway. So this something which no longer serves, which is about to end, could be the culmination of that, which turns this a little bit, but I have to say, the initial punch in the gut there, I think that's just empathic, because it seems like every change that happens, there's that sort of feeling of death and loss around it nowadays, if you know what I'm saying. If not literal, then symbolic. Like a lot of the changes we've had to make has been letting go, but all making room for the new to come in too. I mean, that's just the cycle. There's no crucifixion without resurrection, no death without rebirth, no winter without spring, unless, you know, you live somewhere. Well, the seasons still come, and it doesn't matter how you're experiencing them, right? That's just climate. Breathe. It's just changing erratically, as obviously is. So let's ask Archangel Michael to cut through some of this. That's what he's good at. We love him. Breathe. Hi, Archangel Michael. He's so cute. He's so tall. Please, one card in clarity for the Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for this new moon in Virgo. Our new moon to full moon next in Aries, you know, which is that really tricky thing. The blood moon, first day of the month. It's a lot. Please, we're talking about the god of the underworld and the Jade Temple here. Is this a resolution? Can you please give us some clarity, some guidance and grace for the Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising signs this new moon to full moon next? I am the Emerald Goddess, Fertility. So two very divine feminine energies here, and I have to say, feminine earth is Virgo. Well, all the earth sides are feminine. The earth and water signs are feminine gender. The fire and air masculine. It's just astrology. But I do think, particularly Virgo, the idea of the Emerald Goddess as a virgin landscape, virgin nature, untouched, fertile. But the fertility also is very Taurus as well. But I think we kind of feel that. Like I can definitely tune to that vibration. I am the Emerald Goddess, Fertility, card number 14. I am the Emerald Goddess, Fertility. You have entered a fertile period through which you will give birth to something beautiful. Okay, so this is the rebirth that comes from this god of the underworld, right? It's a fertility, I wouldn't say it's a fertility metaphor, I would call it a creative life cycle, right, of something being created or destroyed, erosion and renewal, around and around, waxing and waning, right? And this is the waxing part of it. So maybe it's really saying that whatever it is this is about, and that might play itself out extremely differently, though we'll look at the tarot after this, that the resolution is already in place. This god of the underworld is taking something away that no longer serves. It's going to be ending. But that there is fertility in place, giving birth to something else. It's like quite literally death, resolution, right? The healing that's going on, already underway, part of, and then into the birthing of something beautiful. This card signifies a physical or spiritual birth, or both. Whatever you now focus on, you create and give birth to. You have tended and nourished the field. The earth is fertile, and you will reap a great harvest from what is sown. This is a time of prosperity and creativity, a time to thank Mother Earth for her many blessings. We're still in Lammas tide, Lughnasadh. We will hit Mabon, what do I think is the 20th or the 21st this year? A time to thank Mother Earth for her many blessings. It is a time to reflect on life's cycles and on the inherent wisdom of death and rebirth. A time, there we go, a time to honor the ancestors, thank the past, and embrace your golden future. It is a time to honor your sacred earth, which we are as earth signs. As the moon fills the night with silver light, so she, the earth, fills your dreams with light. Feel her in your heart, loving and supporting you. All is through her loving nature. Fertility. All right, so the death and rebirth thing, obvious. Now, look, I'm a mystic. I deal with cycles of, well, we all deal with cycles of death and rebirth. It's just I tend to run head on into them. I'm like, let's do this one, right? What do I got to learn from this one? And sometimes less enthusiastically, right? So, of course, I can see myself in this. It's very thematic, but that I love that Jade Temple. It's saying, Kuan Yin's already got this. There's already a resolution. The peace is here. Can you feel the peace, right? It even says in the description of the card, it's like, can you allow yourself to feel the peace as though this is already resolved? Because in some ways it already is. Like, it's already done. Move into that. Yes, grieve what needs to be grieved, but if it's the end of something that you wanted to go anyway, right? Could be that. Let's find out. Daughters of the Moon Tarot will give us past, present, future yin, what the internal experience is, psychological experience. The Mythic Tarot will give us clarity on what's going in the yang, what's happening in the outside world, the masculine and the feminine. Breathe. My goddesses, please. I feel that fertile earth. I need 3 cards. Past, present, future for this Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign for this new moon in Virgo, our new moon, to full moon next in Aries, October 1st, the blood moon. Please, this could be last year, last month, yesterday, whenever they're watching this. Where have they been? What is the past card here for the Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising? Where are they now in this dynamic, in this storyline, in this energy, and where are they headed for this new moon to full moon next September into October 2020? Okay, we start you off where you've been is a place of surrender. Reversal in this deck. Obviously the Hanged Man, right? The Hanged Woman. But seeing things differently, reversing your point of view. Deliberately turning yourself upside down, metaphorically speaking, one would hope, in order to look at things from a different perspective. Now, that is something that certainly can bring upon resolution and the endings of things as you see, oh, this is done. There's also an element of sacrifice. So to sacrifice your point of view, sometimes really, really letting go. That would match up pretty perfectly for the god of the underworld. Not making a sacrifice to Hades necessarily, but certainly him taking away, ending that which no longer serves you. Yeah. What's fun though is you go right into this 6 of Flames. So I don't feel like this is that horrible death sort of painful thing. I feel like, yes, there is a surrender, but there is new life that comes out of that. Now, the Six of Flames, not exactly an ace, but with that fertility card there, this could very much be sexuality. This could be playtime. This could be having the fertility to kick around a little bit, have a good time. I mean, it is that creative energy too. So this resolution is probably something that's going to bring you into a balance where you're enjoying yourself some more. Yeah. But I also get that whether this is for a reason or a season or a very big chunk of your lifetime, you've kind of said, well, I mean, who hasn't sacrificed, right? Well, I guess a handful of people probably haven't sacrificed that much in 2020, but I know the majority of us have, and how many of that has been what we believe, right? I don't think this was on anybody's vision board. You know what I mean? Nobody saw this coming, that I'm aware of, at least. And so we've had to sacrifice and change our behaviors. We've had to sacrifice behaviors and things that gave us great comfort, right? But somehow coming into the present moment, and this is the present moment of this, there is that Six of Flames, Bastet. Bast, the Egyptian cat goddess of the sun, so very solar energy there, and maybe some real enjoyment as a result of something being taken away that was a burden, but that leaves you to the Four of Flames, conflict. Now, I know Four of Flames, Four of Wands. People go, oh, it's the 11-11 card and the stabilization of a party, right? You see the celebrants coming in. And certainly it can be the stabilization before a major change, but this is the one foot on the gas, one foot on the brake feeling in terms of a desire, right? A four. It's like, okay, things have stabled out, but now have become stable. The desire, there's only one dragon, but there are two archers pointing their arrows at each other. So it really is not so much the indecision, but the conflict of very much, I want this, but one foot on the gas, one foot on the brake. The motivation is there, the passion is there, and maybe from the Six of Flames, from that play comes some kind of conflict. Now, I will say, remember, we've got that Enter the Jade Temple there, that there's already a resolution in place. There's already a solution in place. Maybe this is part of that. And as things go from this really surrendering and letting go to this fun time, then perhaps the conflict comes up clear, right? Comes up so that you really get what is the lesson for you in this in terms of what you want and why you don't want it. And therefore that herky-jerky ride. I know they don't make them like this anymore, but there used to be a time when your automatic transmission would go out, and in order to keep the car from stalling out, you had to like drive gas and brake at the first time, what I call gas brake, gas brake, gas brake, gas brake. That's what I associate with this card. It might be moving forward, but there are some reservations, some hesitation. So all of that's inside, right? All of that is inside. So even that Six of Flames might be like, all right, let's have fun. Let's have fun. Well, let's see. We're going to ask the gods. Dionysus in particular sits in the throne of Virgo for me, for the external, for the yang. What's this look like? My gods. Oh, hi. Please, one card in clarity for the past. Let's just do all three. I need 3 cards. Simple timeline for this Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign for this new moon in Virgo, our moon sign to the full moon next. In Aries, please. I'll call them one at a time. Please clarify this card of reversal, the Hanged Man in the past. What did that look like? What's going on there? Just one card, please, to clarify, and that's the one. Okay, Three of Cups. You let go of some sort of emotional connection here. You have let go. Now, I don't know if this is the one that's ending, but the Three of Cups is usually, or it could be like a really joyful celebrational surrender. I don't get that, though. What I kind of feel on this, though, is that there was an emotional bond in place that you had to sacrifice, at least step back from, to look at differently. Does that make sense? Right? It's like, I need to hang my shit upside down and see this differently. Now, the thing about a Three of Cups in this deck is it's the marriage of Eros and Psyche. They've yet to see each other face to face. He's seen her. She hasn't seen him face to face. Because he's a god. It's a long story. Read the myth. It's a very fascinating psychological myth and journey of true love. So maybe there had to be a surrendering of this, a letting that go. And maybe it just no longer served you and is about to end. So this is at least the contemplation of you letting it go. One would say in the internal world with that card of the reversal, psychologically, mentally, emotionally. You may not be done with that yet, but you're certainly in playtime now on the inside. So let's see. Like, I don't feel like that's surrendering to it. I feel like that's surrendering it, at least the way you look at it. Like, it may not be gone from your life, right? Because then wouldn't that be the 8 of Cups, not the 3 of Cups, right? That real walking away. This might be like, all right, well, I have to surrender this relationship for reason, season, or lifetime. Don't know. But it's definitely freed you up. That 6 of Flames. Oh my God, is this going to be about a come around? Good gods, please, Dionysus, please clarify the 6 of Flames in the present moment. The goddess Bastet, you know we're close with her too. Please, one card in clarity for the Virgos. This new moon to full moon next. Well, lovely. The King of Cups, the Cancerian card. So there's some emotional stability here. There might even be some emotional nurturance, right? Like, I like the 6 of Flames with the King of Cups. That's like warm and intimate, right? That doesn't necessarily mean, you know, burn down the village, right? It doesn't necessarily mean rioting in the streets in a partying kind of fun sort of way, even though there is rioting in the streets going on, and you know, Black Lives Matter, they do. Like, I get the revolutionary part of this, but I'm feeling like this is really more of, even though all of that's going on planet Earth right now, and there is conflict afoot, that we really have the Virgo opportunity now to have some fun. Maybe we have been carrying around a bit too much, a lot of things dying out from under us. So we are able to do this in an emotionally mature way. Maybe a little moody, maybe feeling our way through it, as Cancerians will be. My mom's a Cancerian. So that, you know, feeling it out, the empathic part of that. But overall, seems like a lovely time. Like, the healing and the resolution is coming along. That's kind of spoken of there, and Enter the Jade Temple. But still, I'm not seeing the real spark here of I am the Emerald Goddess, that fertility from Archangel Michael. So please, can you clarify the 4 of Flames, right? 4 of Flames, that card of conflict. My gods, please, one card in clarity. Where are we headed? The Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign this new moon in Virgo to full moon next in October in Aries. Ooh, the devil, Pan. Well. It does look like we are going to be facing some shadows here in some way, shape, or form, or probably a conflict in terms of chains. Maybe somebody wanting to control us, or us control them, or something toxic appears. Well. Look, I'm going to really turn to this Archangel Michael thing, saying that there is something beautiful being born within you right now as a result of a transformation, a death and rebirth, a resolution of some kind, where really that 3 of Cups in the past, letting go, is like, I need to see maybe even all of my relationships differently, whether or not this is romantic. I kind of get that with the 3 of Cups. We usually see it that way. I mean, the 2 of Cups for sure. 3 of Cups, a third party situation. I mean, if that is the case, then that is on its way out. And so you are free to have a more emotionally stable experience of your play. Maybe that's with a Cancerian, maybe that's not. So that could totally represent you as an emotional being, because we all are, even if you don't have any planets in Cancer. And also keeping in mind Cancer in its shell, right? Like, maybe you are self-containing right now. But coming into conflict, maybe this is pushing against the chains that no longer need to be there, right? That something which no longer serves you is about to end. So when do we know a chain needs to break? When we feel its limitation, particularly when we're having a good time. It's sort of like, this is now a very archaic reference, needle scratch, right? Like, you scratch the needle on the record, put the needle on the record, sorry. It's just that Dexter's Laboratory movement. Put the needle on the record. Really getting that. And look, the card of the devil, it's not to be feared, but it's looking at fear. Like, what are you afraid of? And that might very well be what is being taken away. And then they're really not hinting at what that Emerald Goddess fertility is. That new spiritual birth, physical birth, or both. Right? In some way, shape, or form. Physical doesn't have to mean literal physical birth. So let's find out. I want to know. Particularly if we can get something on that Emerald Goddess from the higher selves of all involved, possibly my own included. Breathe. Because, yeah, I guess I can sort of relate to this one. It's not saying there are some readings that I do, I go, oh, screw me. This doesn't necessarily feel that way. So let's see. The higher selves of all involved, please, possibly my own included. One card in clarity for the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign from this new moon in Virgo to full moon next in Aries, September to October 2020, please. Since we've got the god of the underworld, entered the Jade Temple, the Emerald Goddess, reversal with Three of Cups, Six of Flames, play with the King of Cups, which playing with the King of Cups sounds delightful right about now, but running into conflict with the devil there. Please, what is your card of clarity, your piece of inspiration, information, or insight that we need this new moon to full moon next? Be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show you care. Be supportive. Ooh. I'm going to tell you what I think. I'm going to tell you what I get more than what I think. A way this plays out is, yeah, you let go of somebody. Maybe you don't walk away. Maybe the walking away has already happened, but you really surrendered. Like, you're really like, okay, I'm going to see this differently. It's a twin flame. It's done. All I have to do is survive it, right? This is over. This is done. I let it go. It never got past a certain place anyway, right? So it never got past that place of emotional bonding, and so that might be on its way out. So you are freed up in this King of Cups, playful, like whether either with the King of Cups or as a King of Cups, that emotional maturity. It's like you survived that. And then I guess you could say the Emerald Goddess birth is that maturity, but usually go from birth to maturity symbolically. That's a relatively short amount of time considering this is in the present moment. But then the conflict comes of the fear, perhaps of them coming back. That maybe what you saw in them was a codependency or a toxicity or a vampiric quality or a villain, right? You know, and I, not to make Pan a villain, he's a goat god. He's fabulous. He's just watch out for that panpipe, man. He will lure you into doing shit you would have never thunk of doing because you ain't thinking when you do it, right? That animal part of us. But with that conflict, it does feel like we might have a come around here, and they're saying to be supportive, right? Make a genuine effort to show you care. And here's what I'm getting, and this sucks ass. When people hurt us, and we have to really step back and let them go, right? See it differently. This is not what I thought it was. I thought it was this, and it was this. And then we find out later that the way they behaved had nothing to do with us. It was their own pain, right? Think about that for a second. That doesn't mean we have to go back to where we were with them, but we can still be supportive, and that is hard. Like, I don't necessarily see heartbreak here. I see an ending, which can be heartbreaking, and we still have one more card to hit the table, the healing mantra card, which usually puts the cherry on on Sundays like this, so to speak. But to be supportive, make a genuine effort to show you care, because I think you do still care. It's just there's a conflict there. If you really had to let go of this person and they come back around and they are in bad shape, for example, and they need your support, challenging. Still doesn't address that Emerald Goddess. So let's see. I mean, really, nothing here is directly addressing that Emerald Goddess unless it is that thing of fertility and it's pregnant. They don't want to talk about it yet, or you can't see it yet because there's no aces here. That is the only card of rebirth that I'm necessarily seeing on the table, considering we've got the God of the Underworld here. So be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show you care. I mean, unless that's about yourself, but I don't get that. Of course, be supportive to yourself. Be supportive to the innocence of your heart, your true spirit, your soul. Be supportive of your ego as it's transforming and going through this crazy time on planet Earth. But I kind of feel like that's really about somebody else. And then this devil card with conflict, it feels like somebody comes in. And it feels like you were having a good time finally. Like letting them go, seeing them differently. But that Three of Cups, there's still love and there's unfinished business here. Rats. Brack. Breathe. Yeah, my Ascended Masters, please. We just need one healing mantra card. Yes, this would be another one that would be great to take to an extended, but don't have it in me. So please, the perfect healing mantra for the Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign this new moon in Virgo, our new moon to the full moon in Aries, the blood moon, October 1st, 2020. Please, what is our perfect mantra? Deconstructing doubt. Only my beliefs and ideas are in my way. Only my beliefs and ideas are in my way. Maybe not necessarily anybody else's ideas or beliefs are in my way. Only my beliefs and ideas are in the way. Oh no. Oh no. I know it's a healing. Yay. How wonderful. It's a healing. How exciting. Deconstructing doubt. Give me 1 second. It's a great card. I'm not bitching about the mantra. I'm just saying that if we really had to, because now it relates. Now I get this. I might be in this one, right? Having to let go of somebody where there was a really strong emotional bond connection there thing, and really finally feeling the emotional health and the balance. It's like, yeah, I'm free to do whatever I want, right? That maybe that is part of this birth, this fertility, is that your new life is now here and you can play, right? You've gotten the rebirth, like you did the healing work, perhaps, of the god of underworld taking something away, you looking at it differently, surrendering it, knowing it's really over, feeling it's really over, being in that joyful, fun kitty cat place, right? Best at, right? Like, meow, get me some yarn and some catnip. We're going to town at home. But that four flames, that conflict, just slamming into those chains. And those chains must be about your beliefs, right? Because only my beliefs are in my way. Chains of belief. As you deconstruct doubt, you are no longer lost in the concerns and curiosities of what if, but are more rooted in the truth of what is. Praise the gods, hallelujah. When doubt is deconstructed, hardship is no longer a sign of misfortune, which would be indicated by this card of conflict with the devil. It is an opportunity to step outside your comfort zone and meet the higher aspects of soul that exist just beyond the boundaries of the self. This is about growth. This is about death and rebirth. This is about whatever this conflict is, facing your worst fear, kind of underworldy. Gonna say not so much that we've already got the death card behind us. Now we're in the card of the devil, which actually makes sense in the linear progression of the major arcana cycle, the fool's cycle, full circle. So there is some shadow work here, and we really find a conflict inside of us that perhaps we did not know about. This mantra is ideal for aligning with truth, being more self-actualized, and transforming inferiority. Inferiority is usually in my purview, but I kind of get that, and that be supportive, that I think we have the idea of somebody, I think we got it wrong. I think we might not be seeing clearly here that yes, it was taken away, but there's a resolution already underway. Here, I'll put it all together for you, right? Because what is the overall thing here? The god of the underworld, something which no longer serves you, is about to end, and what if that's your doubts, your perceptions of whoever this Three of Cups bond connection is, this relationship, right? Even if it's a friend, right? This doesn't necessarily have to be a lover. This can be a friend, but definitely one that you had to not just let go of. It's a sacrifice. It's like you said, fine. If this is toxic, if this no longer serves me, I let this go. And it feels like that really does connect with that god of the underworld. But there is a resolution in play already, and you are asked to what? Sort of like enjoy yourself and be emotionally mature and already breathe in and experience the relief, right? Isn't that really the key word of that card of the Jade Temple? There's a relief here. And therefore that playfulness, that just kind of like relaxing in the sun and recreating yourself, recreation. And then honestly going to this card of the fertility there, like there is a spiritual birth, a physical birth, or both going on here, but maybe cannot be seen yet, because what we really have to do, because what's coming is deal with this conflict, our fears, our chains of belief, right? Only my beliefs are in my way. Then we can really look at that as a mantra. No, we don't have to agree with it, we don't have to like it, but I'll tell you what, I've had this mantra before. It is in a way asking for truth to be revealed to you, right? Instead of dealing with what if, because that's a doubt. Well, what if, but what if, but what if? And come on, Virgos, it's what we're good at, right? But what if that's the perfectionist that you want on the job if you want the job done to perfection, right? If you want to make sure that every T is crossed, every I is dotted, right? Everything is spelled correctly. Thank God for spell check. Wish it checked real spells, but whatever. Really getting down into the detail of that, that's what we do. What if, what if, what if? But that's not serving us in this situation. What if I let go too soon? What if I shouldn't have let go? What if I let go? What if? What if? And that's why when this comes around, be supportive. Now, this could really be the person walking back into your life that brings instant conflict because you're sort of bobbing along, singing a song at the bottom of the beautiful briny sea. Oh my God, I just bet knob and broomsticks. It's ridiculous. They play this shit in my head. Not that it's shit, it's Disney. Shizney. But really, to deconstruct this down, to break these chains, because we might be having the wrong idea of somebody, so that if they come around, we need to be supportive, right? It says, make a genuine effort to show you care. So that doesn't necessarily mean that you have the complete perception of the person wrong when you let them go, but that there is perhaps an act of contrition coming, an apology, something that softens this a little bit, because what they did came from pain, and maybe their pain is healing. So like I said, there's a relief in all of this. I'm not going to go against the Kuan Yin card here. That feels very, very strong. Where is she? There she is, right? The Jade Temple. Enter the Jade Temple and stay there. Stay there in that place. It's like, nope, there's already a resolution to this. I will act as I need to act. But honestly, the action that I see us taking has more to do with play and enjoying ourselves in a mature, emotional way with that Cancerian card. So let's do the blessing, shall we? Breathe. May the Virgo Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need. This new moon in Virgo, our new moon to full moon next in Aries, the blood moon of September 1st, that we may let go and release, prepare ourselves to release that which no longer serves, the god of the underworld taking it from us, maybe already has, so that we can deconstruct the doubt on this and step into the fertility and the knowing that there is already, this is already resolved, that we can begin breathing in that relief regarding this relationship that we surrendered, saw differently, and perhaps let go of, that may be coming around again, while we what? Play an emotionally mature way, that we have the strength to be able to do that, the clarity and that sense of relief from the Jade Temple to do that, so that when the conflict comes, the chains of the devil, our thoughts and beliefs, our doubts getting in the way, we are still able to be supportive, making a genuine effort to show we care, that we can be heart-centered, loving, true servants of the divine, which is all of life for our well-being, their well-being, and for the well-being of all. And as we support others, may we be so supported for the well-being of all. So mote it be, and so it is. That was a really intense reading, and yes, I did click into it personally at the end there, but so it goes. So thank you for watching my Virgo Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Again, please do like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Right, hit that bell, hit that notification bell, and comment, because I want to hear how this goes for you all, because I am certainly interested to be supportive. I'll make the genuine effort to show you care, to show I care. Please do the same, my Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Otherwise, wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this new moon in Virgo, our new moon to full moon next, the blood moon of September into October 2020. My darlings, thank you. Hail, farewell, and blessed be.